And Pioneer may be better known for our work on closing the fiscal deficit at the MBTA and streamlining operations at the agency, but our core interest is in making the T a reliable and modern transit agency. This is especially salient given the rapid development we've seen in Boston in neighborhoods like the Seaport District. Our interest in the ferry service was born out of discussion with the T and others on the importance of finding cost-effective ways to improve transit access in the region. So how do ferries fit into this whole picture? Well, we wanted to detail the costs, including capital expenditures, the degree to which fare revenues cover the cost of service, on-time performance, and other factors in an exhaustive analysis of the ferry. A few important things to know about the T ferry: it has the highest service reliability of any mode and system-wide. This is largely because the ferry doesn't face the same problems as bus and rail service do, largely due to their separation from the infrastructure. The ferry reliability makes it one of the most highly rated services among its users. It helps that direct route service from Hingham to Boston, as one example, is only 30 to 40 minutes compared to the normal vehicle commuting time of an hour and a half. It's worth remembering that Greater Boston once had a much larger network of ferry routes. The rise of the automobile and construction of bridges and tunnels made these ferries largely obsolete, but with rising problems and congestion, there's been renewed interest in introducing new ferry services to the region. Pioneer's paper compares ferry service to other modes at the T and ferry operators nationwide. Our main takeaway is the T ferry is a good deal. The net subsidy for the ferry shows the ferry is competitive with direct route service such as bus and rail in terms of overall cost. As for capital spending, the ferry service is very much an asset-light model, meaning it requires very minimal capital investment over time. Ferry users largely pick up the tab for the service. The most recent data shows that the fare recovery ratio for service, how much fare revenue covers the cost of operating it, is 68%, which is the highest of any MBTA service. The ferry also has the highest fare revenue per unlinked trip and passenger mile. Our paper also compared the T ferry to other ferry operators nationwide. We compared the T ferry to operators in New York, San Francisco, and Seattle. And we looked at route distance, vehicle capacity, ridership per weekday, and operating costs. The T was right in the middle of the pack when compared on the basis of most measures, and we can no doubt learn a lot from the experiences in these cities' implementations of their ferry systems when we consider our own expansions in Massachusetts. As local and state officials, private companies, and transit advocates discuss the potential for ferry services, we wanted to present useful facts. Our analysis suggests expanding water transportation option merits serious consideration as the state seeks to address problems with congestion and transit access.